Hello everyone, it's Shauna coming to you live from her craft room in Edmond, Oklahoma. Hope everyone's having a fabulous Saturday so far. It is bright and early, so we are just now getting things started. I'm hopping on a few minutes early, so we're going to take a minute or two and wait for whoever comes in. I'm just grabbing some things real quick, bear with me. We're making this cute little birthday in a box, treat box today, so I think it's really cute. Okay, let me make sure I'm in the right place. Okay, I'm in the right place. Can you hear me is the next question. Hopefully you can. Make sure I'm not on mute. You can hear me. All right, let me turn on live chat and find the paper that I need today. There it is. Do you guys hide stuff from yourself? I'm always constantly hiding things. I don't mean to be, but apparently I do. So, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Anyone out there yet? It is right at 10:01, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you are scrolling through Facebook World and you see the live red button pulsating on and off, then you're catching me live. So stop by. Make sure you say hi, because I don't know that you're here if you don't say hi. I can't see who's with me and who's not with me. So again, this is the cute little treat box that we're making. This is a birthday party in a box. It is so stinking cute. It's a little triangle treat box. We're going to be using the Sweet Jar Bundle. This is a online exclusive. If you are not shopping at www.stampinup.com, you're missing out, guys. And I hate to say that because I love our catalogs, but they've kind of gone away from the catalogs. I mean, we still have them. We still have stuff in them that's really cute, but there are so many cute and new things on the online exclusive list on our website. So make sure you're hopping over there every once in a while to not miss out on any cute goodies. Okay, few housekeeping things. And then I'll show you the card and scrapbooking class to go this month for June. So you know I share this with you every video. Stampin' Up! Offers 3 levels of creativity. We have kits, which are step-by-step instructions. And in fact, I just got a new kit. Yesterday I got a brown box. And this is the Pop-Up Pals kit. Look, it makes 3 cute cards with unicorns, monkeys, maybe there's 4 different kinds, dinosaurs, and it looks like dogs and cats. And they pop up when you open them. I think these are going to make great kid cards, birthday cards. So I'm excited to be sharing that one with you. Speaking of kits, I just got my paper pumpkin. This is the Full of Charm one for June. I can't wait to open that up. So then we have some quick and easy options, which are our mix and match You don't need a whole bunch of crafting supplies. You can just order from this mix and match section in our catalogs and piece them together really quick. So if you want to be creative and not, if you have your own thoughts and your own design, that's the best way to do that. And then of course we have Creativity Your Own Way level 3, which is the pretty much anything goes, which is most of our catalog. So just to let you know, those are our 3 levels of creativity. Has anyone taken advantage yet of the buy one get one half off? This is a great sale that's going on right now from June 3rd through June 30th. And this is why I had a big brown box come to my house yesterday. Just some sneak peeks of some new sweets. Here is a Halloween sweet that will be an online exclusive for you guys next month. So Spooky Halloween has some beautiful ribbon and star embellishments, some treat bags. Another one is the Charming Day. And again, these are just little sneak peeks, but it's a beautiful stamp die. Comes with some embellishments, some ribbon, and then take a look at this paper. It is beautiful. If we have time at the end of the video, I might pull that out and show it to you. And then, just so you know, for July, I will be using the, I think it's called On the Go, for the scrapbook. It's a traveling themed suite, and it comes with these puffy stickers and this tags to go stamp and die set. It even has, I thought these were so cute. Let me pull it out of here. Some little suitcase treat boxes. So I thought that was stinking cute. But that's just a sneak peek of what our July scrapbooking kit will be. I haven't designed them by any means, but it was a suite, so I used my 50% off. Of course, you know, you can, here's our annual catalog. You can always order through that, but the best place is online. Hey Deidre, good morning, how are you? We also have our Last Chance products, so you can only see those online. And then, so I don't forget to mention, we have a craft fair in the fall. Of course, we're already looking at booking our craft fairs, but me and Jason will be at Earth Glow Market. This is the one at Church of the Servant. It's off of MacArthur, in between Memorial and 33rd or Northwest 150th. The date on this is November 8th from 9 to 3. So if you're out and about looking at the craft shows, that's a great one to go to. I think this is their 30th anniversary. They've been doing it for a long time. It's a great craft show. Come see us. Stop by, say hi. I would love to see you guys. Okay, so before I get to getting, let me show you. These are the Card Club Class to Go for the month of July. So here's one card that we're going to be making. Here's another card. Here's the third card. And then this card we won't be making, but I just wanted to show you, you don't have to use the Impressions of Bloom dies or paper. You can use other flower stamp sets in your wheelhouse that you currently have. So just a cute alternative right there. But these are the 3 cards that we will be making. Again, it is a class to go kit, so we will not be meeting in person. which basically means that everything's going to be cut and die cut for you. The only thing I can't do is the stamping. So you will need to use your own sentiments or not even put a sentiment on the front. And some people are like, really? Don't put a sentiment? That's half the card. I make a lot of cards without these sentiments on there just so that I can pull them from my stash and use them for anything that I need. So make a beautiful card. Don't put a sentiment on it like this one. And if you're needing a happy birthday, if you're needing a I'm so sorry, a thanks card, this could be a multiple of cards. Hi Mom, how are you? I thought you would be at the gym this morning. So those are the cards for the month of July. And for that, let me grab the calendar real quick. Sorry. I should have grabbed that before I went live. Let me know by June 30th if you're interested. And it's $15 for the kit. I will have them pre-cut and ready by July 18th for pickup July 19th or after. So again, you can pay $15 and just take the kit to go, or you can put in at least a $15 online order with me before you pick up your kit. So those are the card kits. The scrapbooking kit to go is birthday themed, and this is using the Wildflower Birthday. So here's one of them, and again, I know you can't see the whole thing because I don't have my video thing pulled back far enough because we're making a treat box today, so I'm kind of zoomed in. But there's layout 1. Here is a layout 2. I'm all sweaty. Oh, you're already done, Mom. Oh, good for you. And then there's page 2 of layout 2. I love this flower. I love all the gold accents, the gold foiling. So, and here is layout 3. Page 1 and page 2. It is $45 for the scrapbooking class, and I need to know again by June 30th if you are interested in a kit. They will be cut and ready by July 25th for you to pick up July 26th or after. The reason why I need so much heads up notice is depending on how many people sign up, I may have enough material on hand. I may have to put in an order, and if I have to put in an order, then it takes me, I would say, a week probably to get it at least, and that's if I put in like a expedite order. And then I've got to get everything cut and put together. So I do work a full-time job, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, so I really only have the evenings and the weekends to cut and put together Stampin' Up! Stuff. So, all right, guys, enough chatting. Let's get to crafting. We're going to make this sweet little treat box. Again, I have used the Sweet Jar bundle. It's a stamp and a die, and I love this. It's an online exclusive. And I've chosen to decorate it with the Turtley Awesome paper. Just because that's what came to mind as far as birthday goes. You wouldn't even need this stamp and die set because this paper does have some cute little turtles with birthday cakes and birthday presents, and you could just completely use that. But I wanted to use the sweet jar. You could also use, again, the wildflower birthday paper if you wanted to make it a little bit more adultish fun, because this paper is beautiful. So, a couple of different options on what to do. You don't have to decorate it like I have it decorated, of course. So, let me take a seat and we'll get started. The base piece that I'm using today is Pool Party, and you'll need a 8.5 by 11 piece. Let me see if I can put that in the camera. And maybe even, the only bad thing about this triangle treat box is you really can't see it because of the way it sits and lays. But here is our template for the box. You'll kind of see where we're going with this. This is my little mock-up that I have. So we're going to start out with a sheet of 9 3/4 by 7. This thing's going to be falling the whole entire time. Watch. Okay, so let me cut this down to 7 wide and 9 3/4 long. So again, 9 3/4 by 7. And then on the 9 3/4 side, I'm going to move my cutter out of the way, and we're going to score this at 1 3/4. So this is my scoring blade. 4 1/4. And 7 1/4. Then we're going to turn this on the 7-inch side, and we're going to score at 2 and 5. Okay, we're going to put our little scorer and trimmer out of the way. We're done with it for right now. I'm going to take my bone folder and I am going to fold and burnish all these score lines that we just made. This gives you just a real nice crisp edge. Helps your box fold a little bit nicer and easily. Mom, I'm so ready to get in the pool. Okay. Now we're going to take either a pencil or an erase pen, something that you can get rid of the marks on if you want. Okay, so make note that this is a bigger square than this one right here. So our smaller square is to the right. And it's going to be these 2 tabs. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead to make this a little bit easier for you guys to see. Let me cut. So there's 1 score line, 2 score lines. We're going to cut up on this score line right here to that first score line. and cut these off. So you can get rid of those tabs. Maybe if I can cut right. And then get rid of this end tab over here. Man, these scissors, I'm gonna change scissors. I need new scissors. Those are not, that's not cutting it. Ha ha ha. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing on both sides. I'm glad, Mom. That pool was, I think, 82 when I went out there this morning to get the pump going. So it should be nice when we get in it. Okay, so cut that off and then come back and cut these two right here. Also, when you burnish your score lines, it makes the score line easier to see when you're cutting. So, just an extra. And I cannot cut straight this morning for the life of me. What's my deal? Have a little bit of a wonky box. Okay, so all of this, just put this to the side. You can use it as scratch or whatnot. Now what we're going to do is on these two flaps, we need to make a little fold in the paper. And the way we're going to do that, we're going to mark this at 1.5 because this is 3 inches wide. So we're going to mark it right in the middle. And then we're going to take our bone folder, or our, not bone folder, our little stylus, and we're going to take a ruler and we're going to go from this corner to this point, and we're going to make our own little crease. And then we're going to flip it and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go from that corner to that little mark that we made. And we're going to do that to both of these flaps. And this will make sense here in just a second. Okay. So then we're going to take it, and you can erase this, or you don't need these little hash marks anymore. I'm just going to take my, if I can get it, my heat gun real quick and make those lines go away. Okay. And now we're going to take our bone folder and we're just going to fold on that line and give it a good crease. You're too excited. That's making me not cut straight. I like that. Let's just do this box and get it done. Oh, too funny, Mom. Okay. So now we have something that looks like that. We are going to take our corner rounder and round these corners right here. Let me do that real quick. And then we're going to fold these in, and we're going to put glue on this tab and this tab, because what's going to happen when you go in here to fold this over, that's how it's going to fold. So you want to use a pretty good adhesive. So get out your tear and tape, maybe, or your green glue if you want to use it. I like the tear tape. It's pretty easy and pretty fast. So let's get our glue down. I think I am too excited, Mom. I think I'm excited that it's not out there and it's not overcast, it's not rainy, it's nice, it's warm. It actually feels like summer. Okay, and then we're going to take, sorry, I'm going to reach across the camera. I'm going to grab my little pokey tool here. Oh, actually, before I do that, talking about getting too excited, we need to put our designer series paper down. Let me see how I can mess up. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Okay, let me grab my paper. And like I said, you can use any paper you want, but when I thought of birthday, I thought of this turtly awesome paper. So let me grab, I gotta find it here. Some polka dot paper. And of course, this is the back side of these cute little scenes. So I'm trying to figure out which scene do I wanna cut into. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cut into this strip right here. So that'll get that. And then the music note paper is on the back of these cute little turtles. So I'm going to have to cut into that a little bit. This is where Shauna cries and thinks, oh my gosh, I didn't buy enough paper. I don't want to use the cute side of my paper. Anybody else a paper snob like that? Or is it just me? Okay, so we are going to need, let me turn this over. You might want to make a picture of this. We're going to need 2 pieces of the 2 7/8 by 2 3/8 DSP. And we'll need a piece of this and a piece of this. So let me cut that. Or no, we just need 2 of these. Sorry. So 2 7/8, 2 3/8. So let's go 2 and 1 2 3/8. I just thought this music note was perfect. And then I'm going to go 2 7/8. So need to do that twice. When I look at this music note paper, I think of the Happy Birthday song, of course. So there's 1, and then 2 and 7/8. I'm trying to not be wasteful, so there's that piece. And then I need 1 piece that is 2 7/8 by 1 5/8. So 2 and 7/8. That was almost the right size. By 1 5/8. So 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. Let's see if I wrote down my measurements right. That's always the test, the true test. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece right here, and again, I'm going to round the corners to one side of this, because this is going to be our little topper, our little closure. So does that fit on there. It does, but it looks like maybe it's a little too big, so I'm gonna just come in here and maybe do a 1/16 of an inch off. It's just a little too big. Of course, give me just a second. It might be easier to do it this way. Easier to hold onto that paper. Okay. And again, this is just me being persnickety. I probably would have fit just fine just a second ago, but oh no! I cut the bride and the groom apart. Sorry, turtles. You may not live happily ever after in marital matrimony. Oh, yay. Hopefully that doesn't bring me bad luck. Okay, let me turn this around and pay attention to what I'm doing. See if I can line anything up today. Maybe, maybe not. You're trying to get the same amount of border all the way around, and it's a little hard to do when you've got rounded corners, but and then these should fit perfectly. Yes. Okay. It's really hard for me to use any piece other than that cute turtle paper. Oh, look, I cut this turtle that's holding the birthday present. I could have used him. Okay, so we need a piece here. And if you had directional paper, you would definitely want to make sure that you were paying attention to the way you were cutting it. So that you had the paper going in the right direction. But I do not. This is just easy peasy. Again, we're just trying to get the same equal amount of border all the way across. And I did not do that. Usually this is pretty easy to pull up and relay down if you need to. Okay. Attempt 2. Let's see if we can do it this time. All right, that's close enough, I think. Okay. Now we can go in with our little take your pick tool or your little pokey tool and pull this backing off the tear tape. Well, that didn't work to my, let's see if I can reuse, that may not. There we go. Get too aggressive. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the top of this box and we're going to take this line and we're going to match it with this line right here. And because I use tear and tape, you get one try. And if you don't line it up, don't rip it off because it's not going to come off. It will tear your whole box. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. We're just going to line up that score line with that edge of that box. And see, that's made our little triangle treat box. So we're going to fold this up and pull this over, and that's how the box is going to work. Cute, huh? I tried to keep this on camera. This is not staying. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some Velcro. I just got this, I think, at Walmart. I've had these forever. I'm going to cut 2 little Velcro circles off. Maybe. And these are already stuck to each other, so I'm just going to pull the backing off, and I'm trying to see which side is which. I'm going to cut these apart. So they're already stuck to each other. And I've put these at the top of the corners, the rounded corners. So I'm just going to do the same thing here. And hopefully not get my head in the camera. So there's one. And I'm going to pull the sticky stuff off of this. And there is 2. Now what you're going to do is you're going to fold this over, make sure that everything's lined up the way you want, and you're going to press those in. And then you're going to take your pokey tool real quick, and you're going to try to pull those apart gently so that each one stays where it's supposed to. Okay. Let me see if I can get this side. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Okay. Well, I got one stuck on there, and now I got the other one unstuck. There we go. So now what you can do, now that they're in the right spot, turn it over and just push it down real good. Once you get them on there initially, then they stay. It's not a problem. It's just getting them on there and stuck down where they're supposed to go. What I like about these is you can't really tell that they're there. I've got some. Let me fix this one little. Okay. Can't really tell that they're on the paper. And then when you go to close it, it just closes real nicely. So there is your little treat box. Now let's decorate it. It's the fun part. Okay. So we're going to take some ribbon. Where did I put my ribbon? I'm actually using an in color from, oh, here it is right here, from last year. This is the Summer Splash, and the only reason why I used this was because I thought it matched the polka dot really nicely. So I'm going to take a good amount, and you can do a faux ribbon. You don't have to tie this all the way around if you don't want to. You could just make the piece go under here, adhere that piece of paper down, and then tie a faux ribbon on top if you want. But I'm going to allow myself a good amount of ribbon here. And you know how I am with tying bows on camera, so here we go. I need to take bow tying classes 101. Some people are just gifted. I am not a gifted bow tyer by any means. Actually, what would help is if let me just cut it off with a spool and then tie it this way. This is easier for me. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna close this up. I think that will help me probably. There we go. Too many moving parts, I think, is my problem. And now I've got that twisted. Let's try that one more time. If you're a good bow tyer and you don't struggle, close your eyes because this is going to be painful to watch. Oh. I mean, I can eventually get it there and make a cute bow, but it takes me a little while. I got fat fingers. Okay. Now let's see if I can salvage this bow. So, you know, you got to play with it. You got to pull here and pull there and make it do what you want. So we're going to pull there. And now we're going to pull here. Now we're going to pull here. We're going to get it just the right size that we want. We're going to pull that tail down and underneath that ribbon. No, we're not, because that looks funny. So I guess we're just going to leave it like this. Okay. Good enough for me. And I don't want to take forever. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to just take a little basic piece of white. And we're going to do some stamping. Actually, let me do some die cutting first. I'm going to take this Greetings of the Season stamp set. This was from Christmas. It is gone, I think. But I'm going to use one of the dies to cut out a tag. And then I'm also going to take a old die. This is the Hearts of Elegance. You can still get these, I believe. I think they're on the last chance list, unless they've sold out. And I'm going to take this little heart die. And I'm going to die cut a piece of white out of this and a piece of, I think I used, yeah, Strawberry Slush, the new in color. So let me grab a little scrap of that. and my die cut machine. So I'm gonna put this strawberry slush on here, put my heart on here. And crank it through. There's my little heart. I love the little poked dot detail around it. So there's that. And then this white with this little tag. Send that through. I think that is all the die cutting. Oh no, yep, that is all the die cutting because the other one's a punch. Oh, did that not cut all the way through? Hold on. I may have to rerun that through. No, I got it. Okay. Sometimes if you don't get it quite centered on your cutting mat, it doesn't cut all the way through, and I can just take my little paper snips and cut off that few little paper fibers that had some issues. Okay. So again, we're going to use this sweet jar, and this is an online exclusive, but it has cute sayings. It says, "Happy birthday, sending a little sweetness your way, sending a little party your way," which I love. "Miss you bunches, a little treat for you, sending you a little love your way." And you can fill this little treat box, treat jar, with cookies, and then here's the chocolate chip for your cookies. You can do little 4-leaf clovers for luck. You can do little hearts for love, and then the candles, of course, is what we're going to use for, you know, the party. So cute little stamp and die set. I already have my stuff on the blocks, so let me grab all of my inks. There are lots of inks, and grab some paper. Okay. I'm going to show you a little cheat to this candle thing in just a second too. So first we're going to take our pool party, or summer splash, not pool party, summer splash. And we're going to do the word party. And we're going to put it close to this little hole over here. And again, I hope I'm not getting my head in the camera. I apologize if I am, but I want to make sure I've got that lined up in the right spot. Okay, so there's party, and then we're going to flip that over. Yep, I did get my head in the camera. Sorry, guys. My eyes are going bad, and to do anything close up, I just gotta. Okay, one last time, I'm gonna do the happy birthday. Let's see, let's go this route. It may be a little lopsided, but I think it's good enough. Okay. And then we're just going to take our little trimmer. I'll pull in my little mini trimmer. And I'm just going to cut this happy birthday and this party in half. Fits on there perfectly. You get 2 tags out of 1. So you can tell on this one, I took a little linen thread and put the party on there. So let me grab my linen thread. And can I find my, give me just a second. I have a little flossing thread piece to use. I think these are for when kids have braces. I think that's when my kids got these. It helps with taking floss through the metal braces, but it's a little, I want to say they're floss threaders is what they're called, I think. I'm going to just put my little linen thread, if I can get enough off the roll here, through here. And then you just take this and you can take it and go up and under and just pull your thread. Just makes it easier to do. And then I'm going to take my little party tag, put the linen thread through it, and I'm going to do a bow on this. So we're going to have a bow on top of a bow. I just think it looks pretty. It looks cute. Just adds a little something, something. So again, you're going to play with your bow because you don't want it huge. But you want it big enough that it peeks out. I think that's good. And then I like to leave the tails pretty long. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut these tails as well. Uh-oh. Okay, let me recut that. There we go. So there's the front. And then let's go ahead, I guess, and decorate this piece right here. What I've done is just grabbed another little piece of that polka dot paper. I would say maybe that's 3/4 of an inch. I don't even think I really measured it. But let me just grab, just want a strip of it. So, and is that the same? Yep, that's the same width that I need. So let me get my adhesive. And we're gonna put this right. We're gonna leave a little bit of that pool party poking out. I don't know, whatever that is, like a half of an inch. See if I can talk today. And then we're gonna take our little heart. We're gonna put it on a dimensional. Pop that up. And then we're going to take our little happy birthday. Put some adhesive on it. And then just line this up to the edge of the box. And then we're going to put a little tiny baby dimensional over here. Grab my little minis. Just so it keeps that down. Okay, so that's the inside of the box, and you have plenty of room to write a little message, not too much. The best part of this box is what's inside of it though, and I'll show you that here in a moment. But I'm going to show you on this sweet jar how it was designed to be stamped. There is a little learning curve to this. And I saw this on Marissa Alvarez, her blog. The Kitchen Stamper, I think, is the name of her blog. And I just could not resist. So you've got 3 different ink colors. So I'm choosing Strawberry Slush, Crushed Curry, and Summer Splash. I thought these colors played nicely with each other. And let's see. So this stamp right here, hopefully you can see it. There's 2 candles and then a space and then a candle. And then there's an individual candle standalone. So the best way to do this is to take the one candle and just take it on the side of your ink pad. Oh, hold on. Missing a very important part. I need to stamp my jar. Tap, tap, tap. Stamp your jar. This is just the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. But that gets our jar there. Now we can stamp the candles in the jar. And I'm going to butt this up over here to this side of the jar. And it's just the one candle. And now I'm going to take these other 2 candles and do that on the Strawberry Slush. I'm going to alternate okay. You do want to have your little stamp cleaner because you're going to need to clean off in between. And then what we'll do is take this blue one, Summer Splash, not blue, Summer Splash, it's more of a green, and stick that one in between. That's kind of how that's designed to work. So let's go again and let's alternate. So this time I'm going to take the 3 candles, do one of them in the Summer Splash, do the other 2 in the Crushed Curry. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Put those there. And then I'm going to take my individual one and put it in the Strawberry Slush and come back and lay that one on top. Okay. And then we're going to clean them off. And we're going to go the 3 candles, just one by itself in the Strawberry Slush, and then the 2 of them in the Summer Splash. And then we're going to take the crushed curry and the standalone single and put it there. Now it looks like you've got a whole bunch of candles in a jar. Okay, so let's clean those off. And we're going to take the little flames, and these are set up the same way, where you've got one little flame on this side and then two over here. It's designed to match up with your candles. So again, I'm probably going to get my head in the camera so that I can see what I'm doing. So I apologize. And then I'm going to clean that off, and I'm going to come in here and just do the standalone individual one and come back in here and do these individual candles. Okay, make sure I got all my flames on there, and I did. That was using Timid Tiger. You could use really anything that you want. Man, I keep getting my fingers in these stamp pads. Goodness. I cannot be trusted around ink. Okay, so now we're just going to come in here with our little punch and punch that out. Get it all nice and centered. And then I've got a piece of our gold paper, just a little scratch piece. And I thought it would be cute to do the little lid out of it. So let me find my little dimensionals. On our box, let me bring our boxes back in here. The easiest way to do this is to take our green capped mono multi Tombow glue. I've got mine here in a little bottle. And I am going to put just a little bit up here on the top so that I can take my lid. I'm just going to be like the lid is sitting on top of the jar. Like, I don't want it closed, I just kind of want it resting on the top, you know, like somebody's been in the birthday candle jar. And then I'm going to take my dimensionals and I'm actually going to put them on my box. And you'll see here in a second, I'll pull that ribbon down. I'm going to put one on either side of this ribbon. That's going to keep that ribbon in there and from getting off so that it doesn't slide off whenever somebody opens their box. And this little sweet jar is actually going to hang off, if I can get it on there the way I want, the bottom of this. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't put that dimensional on the bottom of that sweet jar because I don't want any type of adhesive hanging off of that. So, all right. And then what we're going to stick in our box are little goodies. And the reason why we call this a birthday party in a box is because when you open it, we have a little Lindor Lindt candy birthday cake, of course, because you need some cake. You need your little trumpet, your little noise toy. You need a little birthday candle and a couple of balloons. So a birthday in a box. You have your balloons, your candle to blow out, your little noise maker, and your piece of birthday cake. All tucked away into this little box. Is that not stinking cute? These would make perfect little coworker gifts. Something for a teacher, you know, something that you want to say, hey, I remembered it's your birthday. So here's just a little something, something extra. And I found these at CVS, the little Lindt Lindor birthday cake truffles. And then the other stuff is just from Dollar Tree. So you can get 6 little horns for $1.25. I got this little package of birthday candles. You know, I picked up some little pearlescent balloons. So whatever floats your boat you could put in there, but it is a birthday party in a box. So let's fill our little box, put our birthday balloons in there, our little noise maker, our little candle, and our little birthday cake truffle, and close it up. You guys, a birthday party in a box. Is it not stinking cute? I love it. I think it's the perfect little something something to make somebody's day brighter. Thanks, Mom. I love it. I'm going to make a whole bunch of them and sell them at the craft show. I think they'll go over really well. People love little treat boxes. So that is it for today. We're about 5 minutes over. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Oh, you know what? I also forgot. You could also add a little bling bling. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I put a little bling on the heart in here. So don't forget to add your little bling. But anyway, happy birthday in a box to brighten somebody's day. You guys take care. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you back here next weekend. Bye.